Phil's talent goes way beyond the financial services industry. He is just a terrific human being. He's one of the rare people that can be considered a living legend.
As I understand it, Phil was introduced to our college when he got his CLU in 1968.
Phil's a builder. He started and founded North Star Resource Group back in 1969. And this little, at the time, life insurance agency went on to become one of the largest privately held independent financial advising firms.
Phil was on our foundation board. When I first would sit in the board meeting, he'd always look very, very stern. And I was like, oh my God, this guy just doesn't really like being here or doesn't like me. And then when he would speak, he would light up. And he would talk about the importance of education. He was not only a wonderful person, but a warm person. But I would not play poker with Phil Richards.
Well, he was extremely bright, double extremely smart, but at the same time, very caring and quite a gentleman.
Phil is a very humble man and comes from humble means and went to Temple University. He had something to prove. And I think it's one of the reasons that wrestling became such a passion for him. He became an All-American at Temple as a wrestler. And the record books will show you he was one of the finest wrestlers that Temple has ever had.
He and I both wrestled in college, although I spent my time on my back, and Phil spent most of his time raising his hand at victory.
Now he's gone on to become the vice chairman of the board of Temple University because of his commitment to service and the passion that he has for life.
Phil got his CLU 3 years before I was born. I mean, how's that for perspective and how long he's been on this journey of professional development at the American College?
The college was a mess when I came in. It was virtually out of money. We had lost a lot of our cachet, and we had really hearty discussions about what designations we had to say goodbye to, which ones we could reinvest in. Phil was a wonderful person to work with because he was somebody who was a consensus builder.
He was there during the monetizing of the campus, so he played an integral part in that.
There was a great affinity for the campus. People's names were all over things, trees, benches, rooms.
And Phil always brought a voice of reason, understanding all stakeholders' realities, and this ability to look at a situation from almost every angle.
He has vision, he has clarity, and he's able to articulate that vision in a way that everybody listens.
It was people like Phil and a handful of others that really helped bring the college from where it was into where it is today. And today it's nothing but up.
When I was chairman of the board and we went through some of the toughest times we did in the process of finding and hiring George Nichols, Phil was somebody I leaned on very heavily as to what's next. What should I be thinking about? Where should we be going? And I don't just mean in business. Phil Richards is an influence in my life and an amazingly positive influence at that.
Not only is he a wonderful, beautiful business role model, but just someone you want to emulate. Phil's values are faith, family, and his profession, and it just shows every single day.
He's the real deal in the industry. I'm just glad that he's one of us. He's a tiger.
Phil, there is no one I could think of who deserves this recognition more than you. Congratulations.
Phil and Sue, please accept Jane and my heartfelt congratulations.
Phil, this goes without saying, but I am still enamored by you. You're one of my best friends. I am so proud. I am so thankful for our friendship, for our professional relationship, and everything that you have given to our American college.